Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Ali Atto with Start Your Day the Best Life Way. For all of you wonderful, lovely people who are usually on with me right at 8:30, I'm sorry for the delay today. Um, just small little technical issues, no big deal. Hi, Tinika, nice to see you. So today we are going to talk about starting the day with ease. And if you're in Europe, like Tinica, maybe it's more like continuing the day with ease. So I'm a coach and instructor with Best Life Creation Society, and we have all of these wonderful Facebook Lives happening all week just to kind of express the beautiful overflow of the things that we're learning and experiencing together in our Best Life Mastermind. Hi, Jen. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you guys. So today I want to talk about this idea that we're all might be a little bit familiar with already, but starting our day with ease. Um, so, and kind of part of what made me think about this is we talk a lot about, the power of meditation to raise our vibration, to get us in a good feeling space. And then if you're in personal development, there is a lot around having kind of some morning practices or some morning rituals to set up your day. So these usually include meditation, they can include exercise, some different gratitude practices, visualizing the most important thing that you want to get done that day, or visualizing other things that you want. All of this is really, really, really good stuff. But I kind of want to pull it back a little bit and say that no matter what you do in the morning, I think the most helpful thing is to make sure that you're starting your day, and then if you can, continue your day with a sense of ease and well-being. And I'm thinking a little bit about the contrast of when I used to get up really early and I had a very regimented morning rituals that did have all these different steps to them, and they were all great things to do. I'm not knocking them at all, but sometimes my intensity and my emotion behind it wasn't one of, oh, this feels so good, oh, this is just creating, I just feel so much more ease. It's creating that sense of ease and well-being, that everything is for me, that everything's going to work out for me today. That even if there is contrast, or even if there is something that comes up that I don't like, that's just going to help me understand what I do like, and it's still going to move me forward, and everything is great and wonderful no matter what. So sometimes I would feel that, it's 6:30 and I still haven't done my exercise. Oh, it's 6:30 and or 6:45 and I still haven't done my gratitude practice, or whatever it was. So it's not as much about the practices or the things that you're doing as it is the feelings behind them. And the other thing is, well, what happens if you miss your morning routine? You miss your meditation. You miss the things that kind of help set you up for the day. Are you still going to be okay? And actually, as long as we can still find a way to feel as good as we can in that moment, stay in the present moment, stay connected with our source, we absolutely can. Because again, it's not about the things that we do as much as it is about the feelings. So I used to be someone that could be very, very regimented. And if I broke off from that regime, I could feel really guilty or get down on myself. But does that sound like ease, joy, stream of well-being, or does that sound like disconnection from source? Right? So for all of us, no matter what we do, but it's nice to get to do and think about these things in the morning, because it does kind of help set our day up. But in everything, it is staying in that stream of well-being, staying in that knowledge that everything really does work out for us, and that at any moment we can shift back into that stream of well-being if we've stepped out of it. And one thing I was thinking about this morning is that, oh, hi Bajram, nice to see you, is how, we all know that feeling of being in a warm shower, and it's like the perfect temperature and it feels so good and we just feel so much ease and relaxation. And then if you have to step out to grab our shampoo or soap or whatever, we get a little bit cold and our instinct is, oh, I just need to get back into that warm shower. Well, that's what that stream of well-being is. And our emotions are indicators whether we are in it or not. And the thing that's so amazing, I think, about our universe is that it's not a bad thing necessarily if you're not in that stream of well-being, because you do get that realization of how good it is, and how much you like actually shifting your focus to be in that stream. So I was thinking about the times I've gone to spas that have had like hydrotherapy type of treatments. So, you do a beautiful warm soak and then you jump into a cold pool. And that contrast of that cold pool, if, some people, they're thinking about it is, I don't want to get cold, like it's going to feel so awful. But then if you switch the thinking around to like, oh, I'm just going to be cold for a minute and it's going to be refreshing and it's going to remind me how good it feels to be in that sauna or, in that saltwater pool. We can even start thinking about contrast like that. So we're in our stream of well-being, something comes up, and we can start shifting our thinking to be, oh, well, this is just like a cold dip in a spa treatment. It's just reminding me of, why I like being in that stream of well-being. And while I'm in that cold dip, while something's happening that I don't want, I'm putting out to the universe what I do want. And the universe is creating that solution for me already. So really it's win, 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 win all the way around. So back to our mornings. So let's say that, and I'll tell you guys that, hi Espen, I'll tell you guys that for me, most of the time, not always, but sleep will trump meditation. I know from my experience that it is easier for me to stay in a place of well-being and ease if I get enough sleep. And if I have to choose if I know that I didn't get to bed, quite early enough and it's, if I'm a little bit sleep deprived, I'm probably going to sleep in a little more instead of getting up to do a meditation because I know that works better for me. So what do you do when you can't do or you don't do the one thing that everyone says to do? Well, you just find other ways. You find other ways to make yourself feel good. So sometimes that's just taking a few deep breaths. Sometimes that's just finding other things in your morning that are pleasurable to you. So, for me, it's sometimes going and, having a quick snuggle with my kids in the morning or appreciating the sunrise as it's coming up. And there's just so many different things that if we open ourselves up to it, we can find things that we can appreciate and we can find things that feel good to us and they don't have to be prescribed. So if you do a very regimented morning routine and it feels good to you, amazing. That is awesome and that is perfect. If you are someone that kind of wakes up and goes with the flow, that's also awesome and perfect. It's all about staying in that warm shower, staying in that place of ease and flow and figuring out through your life experience what feels good to you and what's going to work for you for that day. Like every day we wake up fresh, and it's a new day. So maybe what you did yesterday or the day before isn't going to work for you today because it's just a different day. Circumstances are different. The way you slept might be different. Your time frame might be different. So having that flexibility And really, all of that is just tuning into your inner being and checking in. What's going to make me feel the best this morning? What's going to make me feel good? My little quote from Manifest Your Desires today has to do with this as well. This is number 248. It says, there are other ways of raising your vibration than meditation, such as listening to music that makes your heart sing, jogging in a beautiful place, petting your cat, walking your dog, and so on. Often, you are in the highest state of connection to source energy while you're driving your vehicle. You guys have probably all experienced that before. You're driving and it's a route that you know, and your body goes on autopilot and your mind is somewhere else in this creative space or this daydreamy space. It's wonderful. So they say your goal is to release any thought that causes resistance so that you are then in a place of pure positive thought. Just find any thought that feels good when you think it and practice it until you begin to set that tone within you. And then other good feeling thoughts will follow. So this is about finding that beautiful, feel good place and then just staying with it and allowing it to expand and open up into other feel good thoughts. And, again, releasing any thoughts of resistance. So if you do have things that come in and you're feeling that shift in your emotion, out of that warm ease and flow and, anything that's kind of on the top side of the scale, satisfaction, contentment, joy, enthusiasm, excitement. If you're starting to feel you shift away from those things, it's all good. Just try to find a thought that feels a little bit better, shift a thing around. Or if you don't really know what to do with it, say, I don't know what to do with this thought right now or this feeling, universe. I'm just going to hand it over to you and step back into the stream of ease and the stream of feeling good. So let's take a couple moments and just do a very quick little meditation. Hopefully don't close your eyes if you're driving, but if you're not driving and you can take a moment just to take a couple breaths, we'll just focus into our inner being for a few moments and then we'll be done for the morning. Oh, it feels so good to take a deep breath. Even that, just that acknowledgement, it just feels good to take a deep breath. That can be all it takes sometimes to get you back into that stream of well-being. Source, God, higher power. We just want to take a moment to focus on our connection with you and relax into that feeling of well-being, that stream of well-being that is always focused on us, full of love, acceptance, approval, that stream of well-being that shines on us consistently night and day. The stream of well-being that pulls us closer and closer to who we truly are inside, the person and the people that we're expanding into. And we just relax into that stream. And if you can just take a second and imagine starting from your head and slowly moving all the way down to your toes. Just a relaxing, a shifting, even a leaning on to your source or your higher power. We are so fully supported. that we can relax. We're so fully supported that we get to spend most of our day in joy and ease, in a sense of fulfillment, that the universe truly is sorting everything out for us, truly has our backs, truly has our best and our highest in mind, and is pulling us, enticing us, drawing us closer to the people that we can be, the people that we desire to expand into. And if you can just take a second and allow, again, just that relaxation into that stream, that feeling of the warm shower, the warmth, the abundance, the ease. And in this place, you might get a memory or a picture of something that you love, or a place that you've been where you felt ease. It might even be imaginary. That means you're receiving a thought from source, a daydream, something that will help enhance those feelings of ease and joy. So if you're feeling that, if you're feeling something like that, just allow it in. Allow yourself to hear the sounds in that place, to feel the temperature of the air, to feel what the ground feels like beneath your feet. Just allow that daydream in and to unfold. And then just stay there as long as it feels good. Now, if you're still on that daydreaming spot, thanks, Pajram. That's a fun comment. If you're still in that daydreamy spot, you don't necessarily have to stay there with your eyes closed. You can kind of keep it in your mind's eye and keep it running, keep it flowing, let it expand into something else, a different kind of daydream. You can just stay with it as long as you want. And it's one of the things that as you're driving or going throughout your day, you can pick up where you left off on it, or come back to something else, and just take a few of those beautiful, refreshing moments in that daydream. And I don't know about you guys, but there's not much that brings me a sense of well-being and that warmth and that feeling of abundance and support, like being in that daydreamy space. So, Pashram, I hope you have a fire extinguisher for your laptop. Love you guys so much. Stay in this beautiful space as much as you can. And if you step out of it and you have contrast, think of it like that cold plunge at the spa. It's just providing you a moment to recognize where you want to be and where you want to stay most of the time. And if you can stay in a place of ease and no big deal about the contrast, it will be so much easier to get back into that beautiful warm stream of abundance. So that's it for me for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today and tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you Friday, same time, same place. Okay, love you guys.